Hello, welcome to this update for Oceania. So let's see what's happening. We have a couple of features there. First, this extratropical cyclone in the southwestern Pacific, just south of Fiji, and we have another extratropical cyclone coming near New Zealand, and more features there in the southern Indian Ocean. So let's see what might happen in the next few days. So you can see that cyclone there in the ocean, then a cold front along with it, and then it keeps going south. But by Sunday the 28th, some of this rain from the cyclone might affect some islands there. It shows by Sunday, but it'll be mainly like into next Tuesday, the 30th. It shows more rain. I think that's French Polynesia, or somewhere else. Yes, that's French Polynesia. Shows this cold front affecting next Tuesday, July 30th, passing by French Polynesia. Some more rain, and then the cold front keeps going into Wednesday. More rain to Wednesday there for those islands. The cold front continues east by Thursday, and then it leaves the islands. And let's see somewhere else. So the cyclone keeps going south there, and that cold front comes, and then we still have more tropical rains and thunderstorms in the Solomon Islands and other areas. Especially in the Solomon Islands, a lot of tropical rains and thunderstorms still happening there most of the days. So it keeps happening. It kind of dissipates a little bit by next Thursday, but there'll be a lot of thunderstorms until like next Tuesday and Wednesday. So let's see here. We have that other cyclone coming off of Australia there, bringing more rain to New Zealand. So that's around Sunday into Monday, mainly into Monday. So Monday the 29th, this cyclone approaches New Zealand. More rain in the South Island, like early on Monday, and then it keeps going. By Monday afternoon, Monday night, more heavy rain and some snow in the South Island, even the North Island, some more rain into Monday, and then it keeps going. Lots of snow in the southern mountains. Tuesday, still some rain around by Tuesday. Then Wednesday, still some rain from this other small cyclone that approaches on Wednesday. Mainly the North Island, more rain on Wednesday. Still some snow in the mountains there. Then Thursday, still some rain left on Thursday, but then it kind of dissipates. This is by Friday, still just shows some snow on the South Island, but and then it dissipates more. And then later, by August 5th, we might have some other cold fronts because of another cyclone by August 5th, but that's far out. So let's see the GFS, another different model. So it has the cyclone south of Fiji there, some rain affecting French Polynesia for this cold front on Tuesday into Wednesday. That rain in French Polynesia there, and maybe some other islands there. I think there's a British island just south of there, and it also has the thunderstorms and rain in the Solomon Islands continuing there this weekend through early next week, and the cyclone from Australia approaching New Zealand by Monday. So more rain in the North Island, South Island, just like the European model. So yeah, be aware. It shows some heavier spots in the North Island, possible in the South Island, and some snow too in the South Island. And there's this other cyclone that keeps spinning there later and brings some more rain in the North Island by the end of next week. Yeah, but let's see for Australia, like this Saturday into Sunday, today and tomorrow, it shows some rain in Queensland, in New South Wales, some rain and snow in Tasmania, and Victoria, and then that cyclone leaves and it dries up in southeastern Australia, and but you can still have some showers there by some bands of this cycle, like Tuesday to Wednesday. But then by next Wednesday, the 31st, another cyclone comes to Western Australia. Just a cold front, the cyclone itself will be further south, but the cold front extends to Western Australia by next Wednesday and Thursday. More rain there, and then it keeps going south, the cyclone, and some more rain goes east towards South Australia and Victoria and Tasmania later, and even New South Wales by August 3rd. So let's see, it enters Western Australia by July 31st, and then it continues there, more in Southern Australia through August 2nd and August 3rd, and then it leaves, potentially going for New Zealand after August 5th. So, but still some rain left over there. Let's see. Some rain accumulation from the GFS, and then we'll check the European again. So just in the next 24 hours, so now it's like Saturday night, so until tomorrow night, Sunday night, it shows more rain in Queensland, northern New South Wales, more rain in Victoria, and some rain in Tasmania, but not much. And just in the next 24 hours, it shows more snow in Tasmania, especially more snow in Victoria, especially in the mountains there, so be aware. In New South Wales too, more snow. So let's see. So in the next 3 days, so now it's Saturday night, Sunday, Monday, so this is until Tuesday, I think, it shows more rain already entering Western Australia, some shower or two in the north, and a little bit more in the south, but not much, but it increases a little bit. In the next 5 days until like the middle of next week, it shows more in Western Australia. So look, it increases a little bit more for parts of Western Australia, in some areas there. Next 3 days, next 5 days, there increases more there in southwestern Australia. And then in the next 10 days, no big changes in the next 10 days, but it shows more in Western Australia there. So next 5 days, next 10 days, it increases more there and more there a little bit. So that was the GFS. Let's see the European. So first, for rain accumulation, next 24 hours, it shows more in Queensland, New South Wales until tomorrow night, more in Victoria. It has more in the Northern Territory too, some showers there, maybe a shower in the northern part of Western Australia, already some in the west there, and in Tasmania a shower or two. Next 3 days until next Tuesday, it already increases a little bit more in southeastern Australia and more in the west there especially. So let's see, maybe in the north a little bit. The next 5 days it increases more in Western Australia. Next 3 days and next 5 days more rain there. It shows, especially southwestern Australia, shows more than 80 millimeters in some areas in the next 5 days. Next 10 days, no big changes, just more rain in Central Australia. So next 5 days is like this. Next 10 days, more rain in some areas. So yeah, let's see the rain map from this other model, because we saw with the other one. So Saturday, today, the rain in Queensland and New South Wales, in Victoria, and the snow there. So more rain shows some showers in the Northern Territory too, there, like tomorrow, Sunday, and already like Monday, it already shows some rain in Western Australia by Monday morning in southwestern Australia there. So let's see Sunday night into Monday morning. So still some showers in northern Australia. Sunday, and then, but I think this band is coming like on Sunday night. Yeah, so on Sunday night there will be already a cold front there in southwestern Australia, and then Monday now there might be some more rain there in Western Australia, but the stronger cold front will be Sunday night. But then next week this other cyclone comes, and by Tuesday the stronger cold front comes by Wednesday, especially by Wednesday night. I think this by Wednesday night into Thursday shows the strongest cold front there, some heavier rain, like Wednesday night into Thursday, more rain bands in parts of Western Australia. Then it keeps going. Some rain, some showers in other areas. This cyclone brings some more rain to South Australia by Friday, August 2nd. More to Tasmania and Victoria by August 3rd. And then, and even by August 4th, shows more rain in Central Australia there by August 4th, going south into New South Wales by August 5th. So, yeah, and even by August 5th shows a little bit more rain there approaching southwestern Australia. So, yeah, this is mainly it for the rainfall outlook. Let's see some some other stuff. So some temperatures, because it's still very cold in many areas. So now it's currently Saturday night, the 27th. So let's see tonight into Sunday what might happen. But just as an example, let's see, it shows still very cold in southeastern Australia. That's mainly the mountains, those negative temperatures, but very cold in other areas too, like 3 degrees, 2 degrees in Victoria, New South Wales 4 degrees, 3 degrees. South Australia, some areas of 0 degrees, 5 degrees just in the north, above the 20 degrees. But in the central areas and in the south, less than 10 degrees during the night. Tasmania, some negative temperatures too there, especially like during the night in the mountains. And let's see, Sunday. So the maximum temperatures on Sunday, the 28th, might be like 26 in the north, 29, 17, 16 central areas. Let's see, 7 in some mountainous areas even remain in negative temperatures during the hottest time of the day. So like -1 in the afternoon, 3 degrees, 1 degree, 5 degrees. So it will be cold there on Sunday, like 13, 11 degrees in some areas. Sydney around 12 degrees, 3 degrees in other areas. But Sunday night into Monday will be very, very cold. So look at this. This is like 5 a.m., around 4 a.m., the coldest part of the night. So let's see here. It shows a lot of negative temperatures in those areas, and there are a lot of towns there too, around -2, -3 degrees in those towns in the mountains, 0 degrees, -1. Some mountains down to -4 degrees, and it goes all the way to Queensland, the negative temperatures. Northern New South Wales, -3, -2, but that's mainly the mountains because the coast is fine. In some other areas are like just 3 and 1 degree. So southern Queensland, mainly those high elevations and other areas, shows -1 degree, 0 degrees. So some central areas of Queensland very cold too, 2 degrees, 3 degrees during the night and early morning. South Australia 2 degrees, 4 degrees, 3 degrees. Western Australia a little bit more milder, around 8, 9 and 12 degrees. In the north it's fine, and southern northern territories show like 3 degrees, 6 degrees in some areas. In other parts of Victoria, in those blues shows less than 0 degrees, 1 degree during the night, 0 degrees, so very cold. And take a look at Tasmania, like 90% of Tasmania is under the blue temperatures, like 1 degree, -3, -2, -1, -4 degrees, -1, so very cold. And then Monday during the day a little bit better, that same general thing, a little bit warmer in Western Australia ahead of that cold front. And let's see, southeastern Australia still cold. And but Monday night into Tuesday, very cold still, like very cold, even in more areas of New South Wales, about -3 in many areas, and even down to -5. So they take a look at those mountains there, shows like -7 degrees in those mountains, so very cold. This is like 3 to 4 a.m. I think, -2, 0 degrees, 1 degree in much of those areas. Further north a little bit better than the night before, but still very cold. Southern Queensland and other areas. South Australia, like between 8 and 2 degrees during the night, in some areas even less. Southern Northern Territories, 1 degree, 2 degree, 3 degrees during the night. Western Australia is already showing some cooler temperatures. And Tuesday during the day shows warmer in the west and in the north, and then the night from Tuesday to Wednesday shows even colder there. In New South Wales, in more areas than before. Canberra -2, like 3 to 4 a.m. More areas in central New South Wales -1. Those mountains down to -9 degrees. Let's see, 0 degrees, -3, -6. Some other areas of Victoria 0 degrees. The other areas a similar thing. And Tuesday during the day, warmer in the west and the north, still cold down there. And the night from Tuesday to Wednesday, still very cold in Tasmania, in the southeast there. Let's see, the next night, from Thursday to Friday, let's see, wait, here, still shows very cold. So from Friday the 2nd into Saturday shows still cold, but not as cold as the week before. So this cold spell will mainly last from tonight to like next Thursday, the 1st, with the worst nights being like Tuesday to Wednesday, Monday to Tuesday, and the last really cold night, Thursday to Friday. But Friday to Saturday will still be very cold, some negative temperatures there. Saturday to Sunday, but not as cold as the other days before. So let's see some stuff for New Zealand now. So I showed you the rain map when the cyclone will arrive and everything, but I didn't show you some accumulations. So in the next 3 days, so today is Saturday night, so this is until like Tuesday night or Tuesday morning. So it shows some areas in the South Island, more than 80 millimeters of rain in the next 3 days. 60, 70 millimeters, 40 millimeters, 50 millimeters in many areas. In some areas higher, around 102 millimeters. In the North Island a little bit less, but still like 40, 20 millimeters, 18 millimeters, 30. And in the next 5 days, even more. So next 3 days like this, Next 5 days it increases for the North Island there. So in the next 5 days it shows many areas of the North Island more than 80 millimeters, some areas more than 90 millimeters, some areas up to 131 millimeters the next 5 days, 90 millimeters there. Let's see, some areas 36 millimeters, in Auckland around 34 millimeters. So some more areas with more there, 90 millimeters. Let's see, 92 millimeters, some 85 millimeters, 58 millimeters. So yeah, more rain. And in the next 10 days it shows even more, but not a gigantic difference, but more in the North Island, especially in the next 10 days, maybe from other cycles, like on August 5th and later. So let's see this rain map here again. So Saturday it shows this cyclone had there on Sunday, especially Sunday to Monday, the cyclone there in New Zealand. Monday, a lot of widespread rain throughout the whole country, and then that cyclone keeps spinning there into Wednesday and Thursday, bringing some more rain in the North Island, just like I showed you before there. So yeah, let's see some snow now in the next 2 days. It already shows more snow in these mountains in southern New Zealand. So more than 22 centimeters in many areas, 14 centimeters, 15, Mount Cook around 14 centimeters, some areas there a little bit less. And this is in the next 2 days. In the next 2 days for southern Australia, shows some mountains up to 11 centimeters, 12, 6 centimeters. And let's see next 3 days, little difference there in Australia, but take a look, 2 days and next 3 days in New Zealand. So this model has a lot of snow there coming for New Zealand. Some areas more than 70 millimeters, no, centimeters of snow. Mount Cook around 54 centimeters. More snow in some wider areas throughout southern New Zealand. Might be outside the mountains some too, but mainly the mountains. 12, 10, 11 centimeters, but those mountains there should really pay attention, a little bit more in the south as well. And let's see, the North Island still doesn't show any snow, but in the next 5 days it increases even more. So let's see, this is 3 days, this is 5 days of snow, so it shows more snow around 40 centimeters, 50 centimeters further north into those central northern areas of the South Island. 20 centimeters, 31, 38 centimeters, 23 centimeters of snow the next 5 days. And it has more than 70 centimeters of snow in some parts of those higher mountains there. So in the next 5 days it starts getting a little bit of snow in parts of the North Island too, in some mountains there. So this is one model. Let's see the European model. So that was the icon. So the European model also has a lot of snow in those areas, so 65 centimeters, 60 centimeters, 40. Let's see, Mount Cook around 51 centimeters, some areas more than 50 in that orange, more than 60 centimeters possible. Some areas, let's see, for further north shows a little bit too in the next 5 days, but most of southern New Zealand in the South Island will get a lot of snow. So, and this is next 3 days. Now next 5 days it increases a little bit more, especially like further north there and some other areas. So let's see, in the next 5 days it shows further north here more than 44 centimeters, 41 centimeters. Let's see, even this isolated area further north there, 4 centimeters it shows. And then further south on the southwestern coast it shows 42 centimeters, 34 centimeters of snow. So yeah, shows 40 centimeters. In those higher mountains, more than 70 centimeters of snow next 5 days. And it shows in the North Island there around 14, 15 centimeters the next 5 days. So this is another model. The European, let's see the American model. So in the next 24 hours shows a little bit in the South Island until Sunday night. Until Tuesday it shows more snow in the South Island there, 39 centimeters, 41, 19 centimeters in those areas. Some of these areas might even not be like mountainous, like just normal areas. Even the coast shows maybe some snow, but especially in the mountains there. Mount Cook around 33 centimeters next 3 days, shows more in some mountains there. A little bit in some other areas, but not much. But this is next 3 days. Next 5 days increases a lot, especially the central western areas of the South Island. So next 3 days, next 5 days. So this model has, wait, here, so this model has more than 50 centimeters in the next 5 days, and more specifically it has more than 70 centimeters in some of these areas near these towns there, 67, 62 centimeters, 70 centimeters of snow, 57 centimeters, 41 centimeters, 50 centimeters around Mount Cook. Let's see, further north it has some in some areas there. In the North Island it also has some in the next 5 days, 2.3 centimeters. So some areas in the south, more snow too. So all the models I checked today are hinting at a lot of snow coming for the South Island there. That there might be some snowstorms in the mountains and some areas in the south there. So be aware, especially with slippery roads. If you are driving in the snow, be careful with the slippery roads there. And the Meteorological Service of New Zealand also always has some slippery road warnings and stuff. If you want to check there, you can always see. So be aware there. And then we have this model. It's the XS model. It's a different model. So this model in the next 3 days has a lot, especially in these higher mountains there. Mount Cook around 66 centimeters, 72 centimeters further north the next 3 days. Some more areas of the South Island, more snow, some yellow areas around 30 centimeters, 33 centimeters, some areas more along the southern coast a little bit, especially in those mountains there. Let's see the next 5 days. It shows even more, so it's more similar to the GFS, that's showing more in this western, southwestern area of the South Island. So next 3 days, next 5 days, this model has more than 80 centimeters in parts in some areas there. That town there around 87 centimeters, 48 centimeters of snow. Let's see, 73 centimeters. So a lot of snow, and it has further north into those northern mountains of the South Island. Not so north like there, but it shows in these areas here, some along the coast too. Shows more further south. In the next 5 days, Mount Cook up to 75 centimeters. Some areas further north like 80 centimeters. So a lot of snow coming. And next 10 days, even more. But next 10 days it's like very far out. It's almost 2 weeks, so I prefer to talk only about 5 days. But 10 days, there will be even more. But let's focus on 5 days for now, and let's see. The temperatures are very cold too there, so especially during the night. Like, let's see, so by the time you're watching this, it will already be Sunday morning. So let's see, from Sunday to Monday it shows some negative temperature, especially in the mountains there in the South Island, like 1-0 degrees, but nothing nothing very crazy. A little bit better in the North Island, but from Monday to Tuesday, it will get a little bit more cold in the South Island, especially in the night. So this is around 5 a.m. or something. It shows -3 around those mountains, -3, 0 degrees, especially in the mountains. -2 degrees there along the coast, like 5-6 degrees along the coast, 7 degrees, and the mountains -2 degrees, 2 degrees, 3 degrees. Some areas in the north 10 degrees, in some mountains there 6 degrees, and from Tuesday to Wednesday shows even colder during the night. More negative temperatures throughout there, -4 degrees, -4, -3 degrees, -6, Mount Cook -4. So this is around 3 a.m. or something, -5 degrees, -1 degrees. Yeah, along the coast 6, 7 degrees, 3 degrees along the coast. And let's see, from Wednesday to Thursday shows even more negative temperatures from Wednesday to Thursday, and -3 degrees, some areas there down to -7, -5, 0 degrees, -3 degrees, 0 degrees. It's already colder in the mountains there in the North Island, 10 degrees around Auckland. So let's see, yeah. And the daytime temperatures, like the warmest temperatures during the day, will still be negative temperatures in those mountains, but yeah, it'll still be very cold during the day, 14 degrees in the north. And let's see, yes, so the warmest daytime temperatures might look like this: 12 degrees in Christchurch, still negative in the mountains, some 8 degrees, 9 in some areas, 14, but it depends on the day. Like on the middle of next week, it will be very much colder, so the warmest temperatures during the day might look like this in the middle of next week. So yeah, very cold, and it doesn't change much during the day and night. Like this is like during the night and during the day there, so it doesn't change very much, but very cold temperatures coming. And it even shows later next week to next weekend some more cold temperatures in those northwestern mountains of the South Island. So yeah, be aware. And let's see some rain accumulation stuff for the rest of Oceania, because we already are at 33 minutes of video. So the next 3 days shows more the Solomon Islands from those thunderstorms, 90 millimeters, over the islands 55 millimeters, in this main island here around 57, 71 millimeters. Let's see, 30 millimeters, 35, 30, 39 millimeters, some places in Papua New Guinea 45 millimeters, 38 millimeters. So let's see, Fiji is kind of good, some showers around Tonga, some odd areas, but nothing big. French Polynesia, more rain from that cold front. And next 5 days it increases even more in the Solomon Islands. So next 3 days, next 5 days it increases to 67 millimeters, 66, some areas more than 90 millimeters, 108 millimeters even, some 87 millimeters. It increases a little bit in Papua New Guinea, 102 millimeters, 108 millimeters. Some islands in the south there, more rain. Let's see, some of these islands here, not sure what country is that, but it shows more. Tuvalu shows a little bit more, but nothing crazy, just some more tropical rains. Some islands there shows some showers, Fiji a shower or two in the next 5 days, but nothing big. The Cook Islands shows more for parts of the Cook Islands in the next 5 days, especially because of this cold front. 74 millimeters the next 5 days, 41, 70 millimeters. So you can see where the cold front passes there. More rain. So in French Polynesia, around 9, 19, 11, 12 millimeters in the next 5 days. Papeete a little bit more millimeters, around 657. More rain throughout these areas there, 40, 30 millimeters the next 5 days because this cold front. A little bit more rain further south there, so some showers further north, and yeah, some other areas there. And the Marshall Islands a lot there of tropical rains, Kiribati, some more showers. And for French Polynesia in the next 10 days, let's see, it increases a little bit more, but no big difference, a little bit more. Fiji in the next 10 days, some more showers. Let's see, next 5 days a shower or 2 in New Caledonia and Vanuatu. Next 10 days a little bit more showers. But the main increases in the tropical regions the next 10 days, especially more from the thunderstorms in the Solomon Islands, in the tropics. So yeah, and let's see, some temperatures are doing fine there in the 20s. And yeah, this is mainly it. I talked too much already. So stay safe, especially from the snow, the cold, and everything. And let me see if I forgot anything. So, because I want to show you the wind as well. So it's very windy near Fiji and Tonga because of that extra tropical cyclone there. So there might be some big waves, a little bit gusty in other islands too. So that cyclone keeps going south, shows more strong winds around Tonga and near Fiji by Tuesday because of these cold fronts. Some gusty winds in French Polynesia, Cook Islands maybe because of these cold fronts. And yeah, let's see, in Australia, shows maybe some stronger winds in the New South Wales, Victoria area because of the cyclone leaving there. More strong winds along with these cold fronts in southwestern Australia, sometimes gustier in the seas in the north there. And let's see, by Wednesday, more strong winds in southwestern Australia because of the cold front and everything, going towards South Australia, Tasmania, some gusty winds by August 2nd and 4th there. But nothing very tremendous there. More in New Zealand because of this cyclone from Australia. Take a look at these winds over the ocean there. It affects some coastal areas of southern New Zealand with some higher winds. Those blues might be around 60, 70 kilometers per hour. And then the cyclone keeps spinning, some more strong winds along the ocean. And take a look at this. This is next Friday, the 2nd. It shows more strong winds throughout New Zealand there. Next Friday from these other cyclones, 59, 70 kilometers per hour. So next Wednesday, like the middle of next week, next Tuesday, next Wednesday, the most of the strong winds will be over these western mountains of the South Island there, some 70 and 80 kilometers per hour winds along those areas. But yeah, maybe next Monday, as the cyclone comes, more strong winds near the mountains in the south and in some central areas between the two islands, 61 kilometers, some central areas of the North Island, a little bit gustier in parts of the north as well, some 49 kilometers, 50 kilometers wind, and yeah, maybe a little bit before it arrives as well in the mountains. And this is mainly it. So now let's just see the waves for a minute, because they are bigger around Tonga and Fiji because of that cyclone. Some really bigger waves near Tonga there, in some areas like 4 meters because of that cyclone nearby. Let's see, the southern coast of Australia there, bigger waves along the southwestern and southeastern coast. New Zealand as well, as the cyclone comes by, depending on when. And this island near New Zealand, next Friday the 2nd, might get a lot of bigger waves because of these cyclones, like 7 meters. And yeah, let's see, Monday might be some slightly bigger waves in some areas of the Cook Islands, French Polynesia, as the cold front comes, but nothing crazy. So this is it. Bye.